Thanks for the subs. Resub is... What is a xenophobe again? Xeno... Like change? Xeno... I thought it was alien. Alien? Don't like foreigners.
Okay, my name is Alex Hall. I'm the founder of The Big O. We're looking for £150,000 worth of investment for a 15% stake in our company. About 3.5 years ago, I saw a niche in the market for a pre-packed, marinated, delicatessen-style olive to put alongside crisps and peanuts for the pub and bar market. We wanted to build an olive brand as KP is to peanuts, Walker's is to crisps. We wanted to be the Big O is to olives. And had it not been for major teething problems with our Spanish suppliers, we'd be well on our way to achieving our business plan. Numbers-wise, our plan wants to deliver 4.5 million turnover within 3 years, and that's actually incredibly conservative.
Alex is looking for £150,000 and is prepared to give away 15% of her company. Dragon's Den rules dictate she must get at least what she asks for, or she won't get a penny.
So, tell me, how have you funded
Guile.
getting to this stage?
I've got a business brain. You know, I'm always thinking of ideas. And I got a prototype pot made for nothing and said, I want olives in here with a 6-month shelf life.
Who designed the tree?
Me.
You designed the tree, so you own the rights to that tree?
Yeah.
All this design's been registered and trademarked?
Yes, the pole and the dispenser is patented.
With the packaging finished and the patents in place, the business seems promising. And new dragon Theopophetus is clearly enjoying the taste of the product. Doug Richard, though, wants to know more about the market for the Big O.
Did I understand that your inspiration for the product and the way it's designed and the packaging and the ease of use, you said you wanted to be right next to the other sort of snacks that one gets when they're buying a beer?
The inspiration was for the pub and bar market.
So can you just talk me through what evidence you currently have, what level of success you've had in reaching that pub and bar market?
Right, well, yes, I mean, I can.
Good.
The phone rings all day and we don't have any product to sell them.
That's a lovely anecdote, but I was actually looking for a little more sort of substance than that.
No, well, you'll get more substance. Basically, I don't know, what do you want to know, big names?
I'm just looking to know that your product is actually being used by a customer that they like, and that there's some sort of evidence to support that. Real straightforward question.
Well, yes, I mean, it is straightforward, although our sales don't reflect what the company could do because we've had inconsistent suppliers.
Just tell us how many of these one pub sells in a week?
Sorry, I can't answer that question so directly because it's so different. You know, you might get your country village pub that's selling 1 every 3 days, right? But you might get your busy city pub that will be selling 48 in a day. It varies. I mean, E&O...
Well, average, how many of these is one pub selling? Is it 10 or is it 100?
1 a day.
Alex has finally given the dragons an answer, but it's not the one they were looking for. The Big O may look good, but its slow sales have astonished the dragons, and the business looks fragile. In spite of her resistance, Theopophetus is determined to find out how these sales translate into revenue.
Alex, when did you start supplying bars?
November 2003.
Right, 2003. And what's been the turnover of sales so far?
I can answer that question, but I don't think it's that relevant because we've had very inconsistent supply.
It's absolutely relevant.
Why?
because I want to know what you've sold since November 2003 in revenue.
I'm sorry, but the relevance of that, I mean, if we had had continual supply...
But you didn't have continuous supply.
Yeah, no, we didn't. And we haven't been able to get our hands on another product.
How much turnover have you done in that time?
We have 1,200 customers on limited supply.
Alex, please answer the question.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer that question because it's not relevant. It's not relevant.
It is to me. If you're not going to answer
okay.
my question, then I'm out. I'm out.
Alex's defensive behaviour has cost her the interest of Theopophetus, and it's not endearing her to the rest of the dragons either. Duncan Bannatyne
It's not
wants some
relevant.
straight answers.
Alex, tell me exactly, what is the problem you had with your Spanish supplier? Explain it.
Have you ever dealt with the Spanish?
Never.
Right. Well, is anyone Spanish here? Dishonesty might be number one, key number.
In what way?
One. Well, they'd say things or put something in the product that shouldn't be in the product and wouldn't let us know, so it wouldn't be on the label. They were just totally dishonest.
Alex is on a collision course. She needs £150,000, but her sweeping statements about the Spanish have pushed Doug Richard over the edge.
You really caught me off guard when you maligned an entire nation because one supplier. You really, it makes you sound like you're a wild gun. Telling me that all of the Spanish are dishonest. Have you ever dealt with the Spanish? Yes, I've dealt with honest Spanish and dishonest Spanish. If that's the kind of comment you're willing to make, God only knows what else you'll say. And so I lose some faith in your judgment there. So I won't be investing.
Doug Richard is out, and things are about to get worse.
Alex, if you look deep down inside yourself, you know this product doesn't sell, and that's your problem. So really, you haven't got a production problem. That's not the problem.
It is.
You can't
we
buy
don't
enough
have any
because
stock.
okay. I just, you know, Alex, you just won't listen to anybody. I just don't think you know why you're giving ears, and I'm out.
Alex has now lost the interest of 3 dragons, but she's still refusing to acknowledge their concerns. Only Rachel Elnor and Peter Jones are left, and her bid for the £150,000 investment is on the verge of collapse.
Alex, I'm Peter. I'm sitting here and I'm absolutely baffled. I think it's firstly one of the worst pitches I've seen to date.
Sorry.
You've mentioned that you've got a business brain. I've yet to see any inclination that you actually know what you're doing.
Right.
So the biggest problem that I've got is I'm now focusing on somebody that actually I don't want to invest in, regardless of how good this is. So you've completely lost me, you've lost my interest, and I'm also out.
Rachel Elnor is Alex's last hope.
You've come across as incredibly hard work, and this is your pitch, where you're selling yourself and your olive product and your business concept to us. Business is about problems, and actually one of the biggest tests of a successful entrepreneur is whether you can successfully get over those hurdles or whether they defeat you.
Which we're doing.
Well, it's 2.5 years down the line. You've got through all of your cash, and all you can say is, really, it's the supplier's fault that you haven't created a successful business. Now, actually, I quite like the product, and I personally like olives a lot, and I can see there's a gap in the market. Whether you can actually make it work or not is quite another matter, and that's where I would have the problem in investing. So it's not one for me, so I'm out.
She's out.
Alex has been
Bye-bye. No olives for you.